What is up, peoples? Peoples, what is up? I'm on lunch break from my slave job. It's really not a slave job because there's no state taxes in Tennessee. And, as I've said before, figure it out. Just stopped going and picked up some gates. Some guy here in town. It's like runs like a co-op. It's not a co-op though. But everything there is super cheap, super cheap. So I got these gates. You go to Tractor Supply, buy two 10-foot regular duty gates, and they're about, just depending on which Tractor Supply is, between $169 and $189. And I just paid $109 a piece for these. Came, hey Greg, what's up, man? Got some new gates. We got the gates up on the high driveway, and these are for the low driveway. I put a 10-foot gate down there in case I ever need to get a trailer in there. So we can definitely be able to get a trailer in there because the 8-foot gates, the 16-foot's pretty big, but it's the way I had to put that gate in. I had to put it so close to the road. I wanted the one gate so close to the road you couldn't pull in the driveway at all, and the second gate is far enough away from the driveway where I can get partially into the driveway. But it's kind of like at an angle. So the next step is to get this up, which I don't know how we're. Oh man, right to shit where I work at. Maybe not. Maybe not. What am I saying? Oh, the next step we got to get some logs put in because on one side of each gate you can, if you had a truck like this, you could possibly drive around the gate. So we're going to fix that so nobody can drive around the gates. Make it, if we can come on my property, not to come on by foot. Trying to equal out the, what's funny about it is like, I'm not even worried about like people. I'm not worried about the thief down the road. That's not the dude I'm trying to keep off my property. No. Welcome to America, land of the free and home of the slave. I just think the driveway needs some work. Maybe we can get maintenance on it. There's actually a guy that's his job. Playing mechanic today. They're working on the semi, working on the yard truck. Mirrors run shit to the ground because I'm trying to keep it down so nobody can see where I work. You know, we got fucking cocksmokers. They got nothing better to do than to try to be relevant somehow, save the world from themselves. Oh shit! That was hang on one second. So here's where I was parked this morning. Like all these assholes parked all around me. Here's what's funny. So you see these right here? These are storm shelters, right? Like the bunker storm shelters. They put them in. They're supposed to be buried and then have like steps going down to them. They put them in after the last tornado here. And when you come in, they're like, yeah, if anything was to happen, you need to get in the storm shelter. I was like, motherfucker, anything happens, I'm getting in my truck and getting the hell out of here. I ain't sitting here with you all. You dumbasses can sit here. I'm rolling in. They're not even hurricane strapped or nothing. I mean, look, the top is bolted to the bottom, so they have some kind of, like a sealant or whatever it is, keeping it together. But then they're bolted together with a strap that's only like a 1/16 of an inch thick. I think it's probably like 13 gauge, 14 gauge shit. I mean, it's nothing. It's kind of scary, if you ask me. I'd have felt better about it if they didn't have the strap on it. At least then I wouldn't know the top and the bottom would just come apart. Why did they? I guess they just pour the bottom, pour the top, and set the other one on top of the other. I don't know. But how's your all's day today? What's up, Mr. Scarface? Mrs. Black, how you doing? Good afternoon, Billy. Hello, Roberta. Is Roberta today? Or is Roberta's husband today? Hello, husband. I'm not your husband, T. Black. I keep telling you, you're married, I'm married. I mean, You're a beautiful woman. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not sure Greg and Christy would. You know, Greg's right here. You should be thankful. Don't call me husband. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I got a lot of work to do, man. Like I got a rough fucking. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. I got a rough couple days coming ahead of me. So I'm working 12 hours today. I get to go home and sleep. I get to go home and actually, I don't get to sleep at all. I get to go home and hang gate. Actually, no, that's a lie too. I get to go home, change my shoes, run and look at a job a half hour away, then drive home, then hang the gates. Then really I need to cut some trees down. We're already in like 2 hours past dark at this point. Then I get to take a shower. Then I get to lay down for about 4 hours. Then I get to get up. Then I get to drive 400 miles to then stay up all day running around to appointments. I have 2 doctor's appointments. Christy has a doctor's appointment. Silas has a doctor's appointment. To then actually get some sleep and then get right back in the truck and drive straight back here. I'm so sick of the Ohio trips, man. Like Christy needs to find a doctor down here. I'm just going to the doctor up there. I'm going to the chiropractor. And actually, I need to go. One of my family physicians. I got to have some blood work done. Like shit, something ain't right with me. Even with the testosterone shit, just something. You know, that doctor said I was severely anemic. I haven't done anything to change that. I don't even know what you can do. I know you can take like iron supplements, but I think it's something other than that. You know, I have thalassemia. I have a Greek lineage. My grandfather came here from Greece. His parents did, and so like with that comes all the things like thalassemia. Like I have moles all over my, you know, like you can't see them now because I cut them all off. But at one time I had moles like on my head, like right here. I had a big one right, like a huge mole right here, and I had one on my neck and shit. The one on my head we had cut off at the doctor's office. The one on my neck, we cut all that shit off when I was in prison, in the cell. See, it was kind of. They don't like doing shit for you. So the only way to get them to do anything is like if somebody's bleeding, they'll do something for you. So like I hold this towel up. It's blood red where my moles won't stop bleeding. I'm like, hey man, I need another towel. I'm kind of leaking everywhere. Like, what the hell happened to that? I was like, I killed my celly. What do you guys? How many you guys set up? Oh, feeding kittens. Oh man, I feel sorry for you, dude. I like my new job. My new job is all right. I work with some decent people, and everybody else just stays away. You know, there's nobody really looking over me. I've seen my boss one time since I've been here, and that was yesterday. No, that's twice. I've seen him twice since I've been here. Like he just don't mess with me, you know. But I don't sit around either. You know, like this isn't my job to work on this truck. We're supposed to work on the equipment to a certain degree. But like today, I had to go 30 miles away and get a damn loader running because the diesel mechanic couldn't get it running. I'm like, yeah, I'm the guy to sit. A diesel mechanic can't get a loader running with a cat in it, but I can. But we figured out what was wrong with it. 2 weeks of it. No shit. That don't surprise me, Paul Revere, man. Like my subscription always goes down. My subscription list it rarely goes up. Rarely. Like BG gave me a shout out yesterday, and a couple people came over from there. It's just I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's because of, you know, I know it's the algorithm obviously, but is it because of what I say, or is it because of what you watch? I'm inclined to believe it's more about what you watch than it is about what I say, if that makes sense. I think that, you know, like when Tracy and I, we were all in that group, I would see a video or somebody else would see a video, and then it would pop up in all of our feeds the next day. They're collecting so much data on us. The YouTube algorithm chimes into that, and they can show videos based off of Like, we all have something in common. Even though we're all so different, we all have something in common, and that's each other. So the algorithm looks at it like, well, if Tracy likes it, then Nick will like it. If Nick will like it, Travis will like it. If Travis will like it, then the other Nick will like it. If the other Nick likes it, then Greg will like it. And it's some seriously foul shit. I got to do a job for a guy on Monday. I got to do a wiring, do some wiring work for a guy on Monday. Dude is super intelligent. He's got a freaking library. Like this, the room of wiring is a library. It's going to be his library. But well, I told him, I was like, when I come over here, I'll charge you less if you just sit down and talk. I won't even say nothing back. You just talk about what you know, because the shit he was talking about, like it was just more to what we all talk about. And he's an older cat too. I mean, he's got to be in his early 70s. I think he said he'd been retired for 7 or 8 years, maybe. So he's got to be in his early 70s. But he's got a huge ass library of books, man. And I'm jealous. I don't see how people find time to read, though. Like, I've tried to sit down and read books, and I just don't have the time. Even when I had time, I didn't have the time. But the problem with me and reading books is, like, I'm self-diagnosed dyslexic. I say that not because I want to be dyslexic, but, like, even when I write my phone number down, I'll write, like, 5132, and I'll go back to 30, because my number's 513302. When I write my name, I'll write NC and go back and put the I in. So when I read a page, when I get to the next page, I start trying to remember what was on the last page, and then I have to go back and read the last page. It doesn't stick anymore. Like if I do something with my hands, I'll remember it forever. If I watch somebody do something, I'll remember how to do it forever. But if I read something, it just doesn't compute in my brain for some reason. So I'm jealous. I could do that, but then how would I fuck with everybody at work? You can't mess with everybody at work if you got an audiobook in your ear. I couldn't mess with Papal. That's why I call it. I got a guy I work with, so we're like, it's like a team thing with the maintenance here, and his name's Terry, but I call him Papal. I got to work. I parked a skid steer in his parking spot yesterday, and I got to work today, and I moved it. So we're all sitting up there, and he come walking across the parking lot. I was like, "Did you notice I moved the skid steer out of your handicap spot, Papal?" Fucking people lost it, man. It's funny as shit. He's in court right now for his old lady. His old lady is, of course, getting screwed by the state because she committed a mutual transaction that the government didn't allow. They said you can buy our opiates and get addicted to them, but you can't. You don't have the right to get addicted to the opiates you choose, which is totally bullshit. I heard there's a major ass storm getting ready to come through Tennessee tomorrow. I don't know. That Matt said it, and then he sent it to me, and I watched it. So we may be getting some. What time is it? Anybody know what time it is? Central Time? It doesn't really matter, but I don't like being an hour late. The other maintenance dude left work today for an hour and a half. He was going to the store. He took a break, left for an hour and a half. Nobody knows. Nobody gives a shit. I would never do that just because if somebody's paying me, I'm going to give them what they pay me. But like, it just blows my mind how nobody around here cares. Like, you literally cannot get, like, they tell you the only way you can get fired from here is if you don't show up. And they pay really well for this area. Some people consider it to be dangerous work. I've worked in more dangerous places than this. But 12:49 Central. Oh, yeah, I got to go here in about 3 minutes. I could do that, listen, while I work at home, but then how am I going to yell at my wife and kids? I got to be abusive at home. I got to take out all my rage on them. I'm having problems with what am I doing? Maintenance work, man. I can't tell you what I'm doing because if I told you exactly what I was doing, then some prick would, do something. Who knows? The last time I did, like, I don't know if you missed it. Last week I had somebody, like, listen to the trouble this fucker went through.
They created a fake Facebook account. Then they searched down a group that I'm in from this area. Then they searched my post. They scrolled through till they found my damn post. Then they put on there that anybody, before letting this man into your family, you might want to search him on YouTube. It's like, yeah, who's going to let me in their family? I don't think my wife's going to let me get married to somebody else. Like, but people are just stupid like that, man. They disagree with what you say, but they won't put their name on it. Like, if I say something, I'll put my name on it. Period. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go behind anybody's back and be on some sneaky shit and say my name is Doo-Doo Brown. Like, I'll say, yeah, it's me, Nick. If you don't like it, fuck you. But people are cowards, man. It's just more of the same old shit. People hide behind the keyboard where they feel safe at. The world was a far better place when people were punched in the mouth on a regular. When I seen somebody get punched in the mouth at least once a week, the world was a much better place. That was my point. Like, where do you find this kind of time at, man? Like, you got to be shooting. Well, shooting dope takes up a lot of time too. You got to be like injured on workman's comp and just had a surgery or something. That's the only time I've ever had that much time. It's unreal. Like, think about the effort that took. Like, you put a lot of effort into me. Like, they're probably watching right now. I got lurkers. They'd be lurking. What's really funny, I got a lurker that keeps seeking people out that I'm like, or that I'm surrounded by, and then tells these people that they're being watched by some whatever agency or whatever. And they've moved on to another person now that I know. This is like about the fourth or fifth person. And I warned him. I'm like, look, man, here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen word for word. I was like, I told you like this was going to happen, and then this happened already. I said, so here's what else is going to happen. You just stay the fuck away from this person. The dude's a snake, and if he's not a cop, if he's not working for the cops, he's saving up for a day that, you know, to get his junior detective badge or some shit. I just bought those, man. I just got them at lunch. Like, I just got them 10 minutes ago. They're cheap. This store right here has them for $109 a piece. I couldn't believe they're 10-foot gates. I couldn't believe it. You look how much a 10-foot gate is in a Tractor Supply. They're like $189 or something. So I think for my raised beds, I'm just going to get some. I don't know what I'm going to do. I gotta figure it out though. I know that shit. It's time. It's about time. I just started some more stuff inside yesterday. I started, which I don't know what to start inside. Like, I tried to find out. I don't have a lot of time anymore. Like, this is about the amount of time I spent on YouTube was when I do live streams. So I started cantaloupes inside, probably not a good idea. I started watermelons inside, probably not a good idea. Cauliflower, broccoli, and strawberries. So now I got to figure out how to grow this shit. I don't know. They're doing pretty good so far. I mean, you put them in there, you let them germinate, you water them, and you put light on them. Oh, Kirsty's supposed to put my stuff out today. I wonder if she did. Listen, Paul. I don't disagree with you at all, man. I don't disagree with that at all. You know, just like I keep thinking about that cop said to me the other day. What made you like this? What the fuck made you like this, man? What made you want to be a controlling government thug? Like, I just want to be left alone, and I told him that. I was like, if you don't mess with me, I'm never going to mess with you. You will never hear my name. Leave me the fuck alone. If I'm going 61 miles an hour, who gives a shit? You know, like, it's not about what you. And this is my problem with most of the things that's going on in this country today. It's not about what you do. It's about what you could do. It's about what could happen. And when we play that game, you know, they say it's a slippery slope. It's not a slippery slope. It's a goddamn cliff. Oh, man. All right, I got to go. I got to get back to work. Leave my plate Paul bought me. He didn't buy it for me. He bought it for somebody else. But I stole it. We're going to put it right on the front and see if I get time to do it. But I got to go, y'all. Have a good day. Stay safe. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Oh, thanks, Greg. Appreciate you, man. Email me about any gardening stuff you want to talk about. But, hey, can you email me actually? Because I threw away my email list a long time ago, and I forgot to get everybody. So if I don't have yours, if you haven't talked to me in the last 3 months on an email, please email me. So it's freedomink2 at promail.com, and I don't check it every day anymore. I check it like twice a week. So, but I gotta go. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe.